And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Grade A Fantasy. And like I told you on the last football vid, I told you Grade A Power Plays was going to make a return. Switching up a few things with the new style of thumbnail YouTube tabs, new version of content. Now, normally you find me on FanDuel only because when I first started doing Grade A Fantasy, DraftKings didn't start putting up Power Plays until last year's playoff. This year, DraftKings is on the power plays, but they have one unique thing. So, sportsbook have different rules. I mainly use FanDuel, obviously, but DraftKings, since I'm a power play person, DraftKings does have an appeasing way of stacking power plays. With the power plays, you can parlay them. The thing is, you can only put one per game, not one per team. So it would be nice to, two teams with a bad penalty kill in the same game, but the rules are bad. The rules are power plays can only be stacked once. So once you pick one, that's it. You can't do nothing else if you're trying to parlay. So what I have been doing, I've been experimenting, and it's been a fun one. I've had some fun with it. It's what I call, and I've termed the phrase, from here on out for the rest of the season on Grade A Fantasy, I would like you guys to forward this video, and see who else would like to share on my round robin along with my PPQB. Let me explain that, because obviously in today's terms that sounds very dicey. PPQB parlay is power play quarterback parlay. Obviously they're the ones that are mainly involved. As long as there's nothing really going too far in front of the net, power play quarterbacks are basically very important because they're the ones that cycle it properly. In most cases, they will be the ones part of the power play point. So what I like to do is key in on a couple of parlays that I've done. I've hit a couple of parlays. I've hit a couple of round robins. I've been messing with this new style of betting. Power plays are not the easiest thing to hit, but what you're looking for is opportunity and obviously doing your own logistics and stats. Bad penalty kills, penalty minutes, weakness in the penalty kills, where the strength of the power plays are. So that's what I'm here for. And here's the continuation of the second season of Grade A Power Play. I did start it in the beginning, but I just got so caught up with football. Football was a very profitable season. Didn't take any GPPs down, but been playing a few small slates in NBA, which is something that I don't play much, but I've had a solid NBA start so far when I occasionally play. And NASCAR's coming up, so why not? Let's mess around with it before the break. Or at least let's get a good hit before the break. So now, let's start with the cover boy, Uvis Balinskis. Now, we do have some issues with, if I can find him, there he go. Wait a minute. Oh, there he goes, right there in the middle. One of my top plays today. Now, Florida is dealing with some injuries. The lines aren't confirmed yet. I know Kachuk and Reinhardt did not skate this morning, but it is said that they are to play, so maybe it was some kind of maintenance day for these guys, but it's still the best power play on the board. I mean, basically, when it came to that outdoor series game, Tampa Bay basically came back in one period with, I think, 2 power plays with 3 chances, or I think all 3 chances they converted. Boston does lead the league in minutes, and once again, they still stay in the mid 70s in the penalty kill. Now, obviously with the injuries, this is not the dominant top 5, top 6 regular power play you're used to with Barkov and Reinhardt. Obviously, if Reinhardt doesn't play, oh man, this is going to be a little bit, it's going to be a little bit dicey. But Uvis has proven that he can, in the past 10 games, he has about 3 or 4 power play points. There's still Carter Verhaeghe. Sam Bennett does make his return, so that does help. So hopefully it was just a maintenance day, because if Reinhardt is in, then I still like the opportunities that Florida will get against Boston. Most importantly, if you do go with this bet, is what's important to know. That was against Jeremy Swayman. The goalie performance goes significantly down because Jonas Corposalo is confirmed, and he has not had a good season at all. So we'll start with Uvis Balinskis at plus 390. I haven't put him in yet. Well, I'll mention him after. My next power play QB, plus 250, Josh Morrissey. The Winnipeg power play. Now, I will say this. This is why I wanted to. This is why I was about to bring up Pavel Dorofeyev to be part of this parlay, because he's the same odds. So you will get the same odds. Power plays don't really move like that. It's the point combinations that normally move significantly. But if you're not comfortable with Josh Morrissey, you can go to Pavel Dorofeyev. Vegas does have a good matchup. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Vegas, is it Vancouver they have? Yes, Vegas is home against Vancouver. So, obviously, Eichel, Stone, Hurdle, they're like plus 135, plus 150s. There's point combinations on Columbus that you could pick. 5-on-5, that's more than that. So I'm not taking them. But for some reason, Doro is still in the 200s, so Doro's just had an amazing season. But on top of that, the Winnipeg power play has not been as efficient and as deadly as it has been in past years. But what we're looking at here is still a decent power play, still their top guns up there, and we're going against, once again, a team that consistently is in the top 5, top 7 in penalty minutes. Well, Montreal currently is in the top 5, but they have a bottom 5 penalty kill. Bottom 5. With Boston, they're kind of maybe bottom 10 if I'm not mistaken, but they just lead the league in most minutes. So here's another play where we're getting a lot of penalty minutes in Montreal. So I think at home, Winnipeg should be able to get at least 3 chances. Minimum 3. I'm talking about minimum. Forget 2. Now, yes, there's games where teams just play clean and refs are not calling things, and they might get 1. But the way Montreal is, there's no way Montreal on the road is just going to come in there and just not only give up 2. I say at least Montreal gives up 3. I see Winnipeg hitting on one of these, and I see Morrissey a big part of it. So I like Morrissey at plus 250. And then Vince Dunn later that night. Now, obviously, Seattle is the worst power play. Seattle is the worst penalty kill in the league. It is. It is. So, you could, if you don't feel comfortable, you can go against, against this pick and go with the Kings. The reason why I'm going with the Kings is not even a narrative. It's just that Seattle has been playing well. LA's penalty kill, not so much. It's been a bottom 10 power. Well, LA is a bottom 10 penalty kill, but their power play is really not that good. Seattle, on the other hand, has played so well in the last 3 weeks. They're a top 3 power play. I think they can take advantage of that. I mean, like I said, I'm not really worried if it's Darcy Kemper at net. They did get Kopitar back, but... And then in the last 5, LA has given up 4 power plays just in the last 5. It's not as bad as a PK as it was at the beginning of the season, but still, it's improved from, just being absolutely dreadful to just being just bad. So Seattle has been playing well the last couple of weeks. Vince Dunn and Seattle with that combination, that top line, and that top line has played really good and really well, whether they won or lost. If you're betting point combinations or you're betting power play points, I think if I'm not mistaken, in the last 10, a bunch of these guys have at least 3 to 4 to 5 power play points within the last 10 games. Dunn, Chandler Stevenson with 3, McCann who leads it with 4, and then obviously Beniers and Eblé playing. Well, McCann plays on one side, Ebley's on the other side, but if it does get to the middle, Chandler Stevenson is good at the bumper on the power play. So, but Vince Dunn is a major part of it. He's one of the better power play quarterbacks. So I do like, I think you can go both ways, but I just like the way Seattle's playing. So I think LA is going to give some up, and I do like Seattle in this one. Now, I still have to get on Pavel Dorofeyev. Let's take a look. And then, by the way, so these are my top 3 power play picks. I already got a plus 771.88 3-pick power play. And yes, I've round robins. Like I said, I've been playing around with this. It's a new idea that I came up with. The PPQB parlay and round robin. I normally just pick 3 with power play odds. The odds just boost up crazy with just 3 picks. I've never done 4 or 5. I've always stuck with 3. I've had hit round robins, as in I've gotten 2 out of 3. I've made mistakes of missing a parlay by one by not round robining them. I've never hit the whole parlay, but I always ensure myself. And like I said, it's cheap. You put $10. You put $10. Put all combinations. Everything is 40. You put 10 for the round. You get the 30 for the round robin because it's 10 times 3. Because you get different combinations of three picks, and then you go for the parlays, and I also single them out as well. So that's what I like there. Once again, out of these, I still like, you know, the Florida power play. If you don't like Morrissey, because yes, Winnipeg's power play hasn't been that good, but I do like them. I do like them just because of the opportunities that they're going to get. Let's just take a look here. As you can see, he is plus 250. If you zoom in here, when you look at the outcome, regardless, I mean, if you put so if I put this, I basically put $30 on this round robin, as you can see. Obviously, if everything hits, it's 528. If we miss one, I mean, everything, like the cheapest combination for $30 turns into 148.75 if pick 1 and 3 hit, and pick 1 and 3 is Vince Dunn and Josh Morrissey. So I do like this a lot. There's still other things I still have to pick, but these are my main picks right here. And let's go back, because like I said, if you don't like Morrissey, Vegas isn't a great spot. Let's go to NHL. Let this load. We get NHL. Here we go. And let's scroll all the way to Vegas. And when I did take my notes, Pavel Dorofeyev was 150. Well, I mean, was 230. Did it move? It actually increased. So, +7, and the parlay, because of the toughness of the odds. If you take out Morrissey and add Pavel, 71.88 probably turns into maybe 73 or no more than 7,500 odds, possibly. So, yeah, there you go. As you can see there, like I said, Jack Eichel plus 124. I mean, that's just bets that you take, like, hey, you got 100 or whatever. I mean, if you put a lot on it, yeah. But like I said, there's point combinations on Columbus that are better than that. Like, instead of taking Eichel, Stone, or even Marner, shit, even Hurdle, I'd rather take a hot combination of Columbus 2 or Columbus 3. Give me Charlie Coral and Matthew Olivier for all that. And then, if I'm not mistaken, you might be able to get one of those guys bigger than Jack Eichel, Mark Stone, maybe even Mitch Marner. If I'm not mistaken, Charlie Coral is a shooter. So if you was to go to NHL, and then let's say you go into the, where are you? There we go. If you go into the point combinations, I'm pretty sure if you take Olivier for an assist and Charlie Coral for a point, it's bigger than most of those power play odds. For Vegas, like I said, obviously odds have changed. Okay, so we got points here. There goes Charlie Coral. I'm pretty sure Charlie Coral was plus money early. He's now minus 110 at 3:15 in the afternoon. So I'm pretty sure he was probably like plus 115, maybe even plus 120 earlier. But Charlie Coral, and is Olivier here? Do they have him? No, but they do have Cole Sillinger, who I think is on that line. And if you take Cole Sillinger by himself, he's plus 185. You combine them, that's plus 238. So Olivier is not on that line. But let me just check. They did skate. Yes, they skated. And those lines were confirmed not too long ago, less than 30 minutes ago. And with Charlie Coral is Olivier, and yeah, Cole Sillinger. So Olivier and Cole Sillinger combined is plus 238. Cole Sillinger, a point by himself, matches up all the way past Eichel, past Stone, all the way up past Marner, and even up to Hurdle. So, yeah, I'd rather do that. I'd rather have the depth of Columbus attacking the depth of Chicago and getting that point, which is something that I actually might take. Sounds interesting. And then I also like to take good plus odds on that by itself. But those are my picks for today. Thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow there will be an episode. I'll be doing my research to see if I at least like a parlay or at least 3 picks on the power play to pick. Like I said, what I'm trying to do here is something new. Like I said, it could be tough and, you know, there's some lonely nights betting power plays. But when you get them, oh man, what a rush. So this is the first episode of the new version of Grade A Power Plays. Like I said, hope you trail my PPQB round robin / parlay. Like I said, it's a fun sweat. And for those who like betting hockey like me, might as well jump into the action now because it's the last big slate for a while. Because tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, there's only about 6, maybe 7 games. And from what I'm seeing, when it comes to power plays, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing here for tomorrow's schedule as great power play matches. I really don't. If anything, there's possibly 2. I don't think there's going to be like 3 or 4 opportunities. Because even in today's schedule, there's like 3 or 4 opportunities that have very good power play spots. But none of those really horrible teams are on tomorrow's slate. I do see some opportunities, but as for the horrible teams, I see one really horrible penalty kill here, and maybe an opportunity or 2. Like, it's not really as exciting as today. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. This is your boy, Grade A Fantasy. Good luck tonight. Let me know if you chased the parlay. Did you do it both ways, as in round robin and parlay? Or did you just take one of the favorite top power players and did you like single just Uvis, or did you get Vince Dunn? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in. This is your boy, Grade A Fantasy, signing off.